Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I'm talking about the movies, obviously, TV shows, I don't know, whatever the case may be. If it's related to Disney in some shape or form, I'll I'll talk about it. Christ, what the hell? Okay, alright. So yeah, I'm reviewing yet another one of these, a Disney Channel original movie. Yeah, I must have a thing for uh, gluttony for punishment or something because I know these movies aren't very good. Yet I keep coming back to them over and over and over again. Or am I a masochist? But yeah, okay. I'm here again to review another bad movie again. I get annoyed again and do a rant again. I get annoyed again and just talk about a cheesy script again. And this is another musical again. And be bothered with this stuff again and again and again. Okay, I said again too many times at this point. But then again, I watched this trash too many times. So whatever. Anyway, as if it wasn't obvious enough, yeah, they made a sequel. And I don't know why, but yes, they actually made a part two. Ugh. Oh boy, just wow. Come on, Disney, you can do better, and you have produced better. So, it just makes this more like, what the hell? Alright, Mr. Monkey, what are you doing? Are you just at the beach now? Aren't you supposed to be looking for work? You go find a job. Really, go find a job. Boy, you're such a slacker. That's what you are. I guess you must have failed at that one job you're supposed to be at, right? You're such a failure. That's what you are. Just go and get. Go and get. Oh boy. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. As usual, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So, yeah, let's get it over with. And even though in some ways I feel like, why do I bother? It feels like more or less the same. And just this time around, we get to see, of course, our main characters. They're trying to adjust to their lives on this island, I guess, and just trying to get used to things. So, and of course, our main character, we have to handle the pressures of life, so to speak, I guess. And yeah, we get to see her in this one, more of her, I guess. And she has her own thing, obviously. I guess that's fine, I suppose. But yeah, like I was saying, our main character is going through quite a bit, obviously. He's trying to make things interesting, I guess. And she becomes overwhelmed with pressure with, and with stress to pretty much trying to return to her roots, so to speak. So there's that going on, I guess. So that's important into the story. So okay, our characters pretty much have to sing and dance. Here we get those kind of things thrown in here, and just make this like a musical kind of thing. So yeah, I'm all right. I know I don't like musicals. I really don't. Yet I'm here again. Christ, it's just not good. It's not a good movie. Anyway, Mr. Monkey, what are you doing? Oh Christ! So instead of looking for work, you're just gonna mess around on social media. How typical. But then again, you're a slacker, a damn slacker. Ugh. Go and get. I'm seriously. Go. Oh yeah. Go. Oh, just give me the thing again. Oh, okay. Of course you would. Anyway, but like I was saying, folks, this was something I didn't like, obviously. Yes, obviously my expectations weren't exactly high here, but I still managed to be disappointed. Anyway, again. So yeah, and that's the thing, folks. There's like only good people who do good things, and those the island of the lost, inhabited, and the villains, I guess. Oh, okay. I don't know why they're bad, but okay, they're bad. It doesn't never really explained why they're bad. Yes, I know. They're supposed to be the children of the villains. Okay, and these two characters are gonna have their own conflict, of course. Like, as if they don't agree on certain things, which does happen. You're only human, of course you're not gonna agree on everything, but that's fine. But I never really got a sense of struggle. Never got really a sense of conflict. Not really. I know there's supposed to be something happening here, but since it's so poorly done, I just it just felt bland. The characters just found it bland, of course. All of them. I felt all of them to be really bland. Christ. Anyway, so yeah, this one it doesn't help that it really like what was the point of this? Really? I mean, okay, to make money, obviously. This became one of the most popular Disney original movies out there. It was one of the most viewed, and okay, it was really popular. But I don't care though. It's still not good, like at all. Anyway, Mr. Monkey, damn it, you better be looking for work. I mean, seriously, just go. Anyway, just kind of just wrap things up here. I mean, really. Anyway, of course, there should be lots of music. Of course, that's gonna be the main draw to these types of movies. All the huge set pieces, the musical numbers, the dancing. Of course, that's gonna be the most appealing to these types of movies. Yes, I know. Before anyone else tells me, obviously, I'm not the target audience for this, like at all. But that shouldn't matter, like at all. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But like I was saying, the main draw for this, of course, are the musicals, the singing, and all that. And of course, the set pieces, the wardrobes, of course. And yes, there was actually a big production crew for this. It was a pretty big production crew for this. And it still managed to be terrible. Ugh. Damn it, Mr. Monkey. Really? You're just sitting there. You're literally just sitting there. Outside. You're weird. You're one weird individual. Yeah, you are. You heard me. You're strange. You're really strange. Anyway, let me just try to finish things up here. I mean, really. But yeah, folks, this was not well put together, like at all. The dialogue is really cheesy, and I know you may argue. Some people may argue that dialogue doesn't matter. Really, the dialogue doesn't really matter. It's just the music. Of course, the people want to see it, and the pretty outfits, the pretty rigs, the pretty everything. I guess. So if anything, just like the first one, this one is no different in the sense that it's just yeah, it's shallow. It doesn't mean anything like at all. So I never understood the appeal to this like at all. I don't get it. So okay. I guess speaking of complaints is that and yes, for the villain of the character, I still don't know why she's bad, but okay, she's bad because I don't know reasons. And of course, she's supposed to be the daughter of this character. Yeah, seriously, her of all people. Who? Just look at her. Just wow. Okay. Who in the right mind would want to mate with her? Just oh boy. Just wow. Okay. Okay, but yeah, like I said, it feels like pretty much the same movie all over again. And one thing they could have changed it up a little bit. Okay, have the bad guys, maybe the villain character I just showed you, maybe she could have gone rogue and fight against other bad guys, I guess, of the island. And maybe it could be separate groups on the island. I mean, she can try to fight against everyone else and try to rule the place for her own. So that the sequel can be different enough. I just won't flat out feel exactly copy and paste. It's going to differentiate itself from the first movie, at least be different enough, and also yeah, raise the stakes in this one, folks. Make it bigger, more explosioner, more grounder, more wider. or better, I guess, or crazy. So yeah, this could have been good. It could have been better, but it wasn't. So yeah.
You blew it.
So okay, gonna have some sort of conflict going on, and within the story, the narrative, it's just the plot itself is not very interesting, like at all. This is embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. So they're trying to bring old stories from way back when to the modern day, and that's a bad thing in itself when you think about it. You don't necessarily have to do that. Why can't you just create something else? I mean, okay, I guess technically that's what they're trying to do. Have their own original story, I suppose. I guess you could say that's technically what they're trying to do. Sure. But if anything, what I'm getting at, I mean, okay, at least it's not a remake or anything. Sure. That's a good thing there. But unfortunately, it's the execution, delivery that makes it bad, ultimately. So yes, the film pretty much picks up where the last one left off. So there wasn't really no need for introduction of the characters or any kind of recap of the events, which is fine. I'm not bothered by that because if you watch the first film, you're already familiar with said characters anyway. So you don't want the information to come off repetitive. So that's a step in the right direction, I guess you can say. Why not? That's fine. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna see that like the those are teens in here, like a main character that's starting to have a oh boy, just wow, okay, whatever. And okay, our main character here seems to have set second thoughts on some things and some self-esteem issues, and of course, and that's gonna play a big thing in the story. Sure, okay, nothing wrong with that. Make the main character flawed in some ways, I guess. Maybe not know what to do exactly, I guess. Okay. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. You don't have to make the characters all perfect, all perfectly perfect, all the perfect time. That'd be pretty boring. So that's okay. I don't mind that really. But again, it's just the way it's done. It's just the way it's handled its story. That makes this entire thing incredibly boring. I was not interested in this whatsoever. Like, at all. Again, like I was saying earlier, folks, my expectations were basically not existent. Because I didn't like the first one anyway, so why the hell would I have any expectations like at all for the second movie? And maybe there was some slight hope, maybe. Uh, I hope I can. This is a Disney original channel movie. Of course, I'm gonna learn the lesson like at all from the mistakes of the first one. But yeah, just of course I regret watching this. Of course I don't want to watch this again. Just no. Okay, whatever. So the plot itself is basically a miss, of course. Could have done a better job there. And yeah, so okay, whatever. But anyway, I guess ultimately, yes, the point of this film is music, music, music. Have these big old musical type thing, I guess. And just looking pretty with the colors and all that. It's very colorful. I'll say that. Like that was the entire point. Like the most superficial thing ever. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I don't. I'm clearly not the demographic, really, like I was saying earlier. But again, that shouldn't matter because, like I was saying, if it's a good movie, then it's a good movie. Then it doesn't matter if I'm not the demographic for this or not. If it's good, I would end up liking it anyway, regardless. But yeah, ultimately, it's just boring. Like I was saying a moment, it's just boring. None of the characters are interesting. The plot isn't interesting, like whatsoever. Maybe they could have had something. I'll give it that. But just like the first movie, this one is just wasted potential. So yeah, wasted potential is like wasted energy. It could have been good use. But yes, ultimately they just missed the mark again. Like seriously, come on.
Guess what? You blew it.
All right, Mr. Monkey, you getting on my nerves. So I got something for you. Here you go. Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, I'm just gonna get some Wendy's right after this video's over. I need this. Oh, oh boy. Ugh, this just no. Ugh, okay, become a collective here. Ugh. All right, keep going through here. Scratch off my to-do list. I know technically this is a notebook, but I'm calling this a to-do list anyway because I have a lot of stuff to talk about, folks, and I do mean quite a bit. And that's why I'm calling this a to-do list. And it was a notebook, but whatever. Put this to the side. And I know these type of movies, there's for a good chunk of the time, these movies are bad. And I mean, there's a few that's like mediocre, but at least are watchable. But those are too few and too in between. But as for this one, it's just bad. Like, oh, Jesus, man, I don't know why they want to do this. But then again, yeah, I do. This one is definitely was made just because of the fact that the first one was popular, of course. And but yeah, yeah, the characters themselves they don't really have any chemistry, really. Even though they try to make it as if like they did. And that's about it. So the character development, if you don't call it that, is almost non-existent. Even saying that, just saying that's kind of it's like obvious, really, because it's cringeworthy. It's very cringeworthy. So yeah, the plot itself is worse than the typical Disney Channel original movie, and just I mean I know that they wanted to go for like this grand adventure kind of a thing, which is fine, but it just feels like it's just doing it for its own sake. Things happen just because. I mean, I know that they were kind of trying to give them a reason for some things to happen, but a lot of this just feels like it was not flushed out. Not enough, anyway. So ultimately, it just come off like it was pointless. Like, utterly pointless. I don't see the appeal. Like, at all. A lot of people seem to enjoy this movie. I'm just thinking, why? Why do you? No, maybe some people are just going to tell me maybe I'm just a grumpy old bat. Well, I am over 100 years old, and I am grumpy, yes. I still just, I mean, okay, I could be doing something else right now, like feeding the homeless. Okay, which I've done before. But anyway, but I've watched this, and I could have made better use of my time. Like, come on, this, this is one of the best things you come up with. This is what's popular these days. You have to be kidding me. This has to be a joke, right? Did Ashton Kutcher bring that show back? Punked? Did that make a return? I feel like someone's is playing a prank on me right now because this is what is acceptable. Are you kidding? Ugh, no, absolutely no. It should be not acceptable. You can do better than this, and they have done better than this. So what the hell? Anyway, I'll give this film a overall rating of a 4.7 out of 10. It's a 4.7 out of 10 for me. And as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, whatever. Ugh.